Self-love is the cure to self-hate.
If you want to be happy, you have to love yourself.
Self-love is the cure to feeling depleted, feeling like you have nothing left, you have no energy.
Self-discipline is self-love.
Your journey will have unexpected stops. It will have curves. It will have hills. It will have valleys. You will have sunny days. You will have rainy days. But you have to decide. If I encounter rejection, if I encounter frustration, I will not give up.
You will find the calm, the peace, the hope, the faith, the courage, the expectancy you need to live.
If you never get married, you enough. If you never pass that law degree, you enough. If you never become a doctor, you enough. If you never get married, you enough. If you never have a child, you are enough like you are. And that's why God created you. You are enough.
The first thing you got to realize is that you got to love yourself. It's about self-love. Start understanding that if you're going to do something with your life, you got to fall in love with yourself again.
The moment you start talking about self-love, you start seeing, you turn that lens inward and you start coming in contact with your personal emotional history, right? You start, if I really love myself, how can I live a better life?
It is time to be more selfish, where it's all about you and taking care of you.
You are not tricking anyone.
Don't ever try to convince people to like you. Be you, and then they'll decide. And if they like you, cool. If they don't get you, cool.
I'd rather be a failure and be true to myself, because when I'm being true to myself, I am being free, than to be successful and not be true to myself and then become enslaved to the very thing that made me successful.
Can I tell you something? You ain't met the real you.
You've lost touch with who you are, the core of your being. You're on social media too much. You're listening to what other people are telling you. You gotta cut all that out. You gotta listen to yourself. And you gotta be a bit bold. And you have to embrace what makes you different. Things that you might sometimes be a little bit ashamed or embarrassed or uncomfortable with, right? But you shouldn't be. What makes you different, what makes you particularly strange, if you want to use another word, is your strength, is your source of power.
Are you in a place where you are ready to actually shift and, most importantly, finally cutting out the cancer of insecurity out of your body on the things that have always been there by shedding light?
You are treasure in jars of clay. Clay is not the real you. High you, that's not the real you. Drunk you is not the real you. That anxiety you, that's not the real you. That clay has convinced you that that's who you are. That clay made you think that the shy, scared, jealous, doubting you is actually you. That's not you. That's the clay that you may be in, but that's not you. Underneath that clay, there is a spirit you. There is a supernatural you. There is a treasure on the inside. And if that thing gets kicking, your clay is in trouble.
You are not tricking anyone. You are not tricking anyone. People continue to live life posturing and living basically their entire life as if the bullshit that they're trying to project is actually working.
If you guys want success in life, if you want to grow as an individual, you need to be yourself. If you want to grow as an individual, you need to be yourself. Stop trying to be like someone else to impress individuals that you don't even know. It's not going to get you anywhere. All it's going to do is make you resent the persona that you've put onto the goddamn world, and eventually you're going to burn out and crash, lose passion for the thing that you are currently pursuing, and give up on your dreams. Be yourself. Embrace who you are. Fake it to make it does not work in today's day and age. You guys gotta start being authentic. Stop trying to act like something you aren't. Stop trying to speak like something you aren't. Stop trying to be like other people. Be you. Be yourself. Embrace your uniqueness. This is who I am. It may not be who you are, but you need to embrace you. You need to embrace you.
I will share with you the greatest advice ever given in this world. The greatest advice ever given, but it's the least taken. You know what that advice is? When you care for someone like a child, or when someone's cared for you before, they always give you this advice. They say, honey, just be yourself and do what you love. But here's the thing, what does be yourself mean? Be yourself means you're not living with an agenda. So you're not doing something or saying something to be recognized or appreciated or accepted. Do what you love means you're doing something that you absolutely love, and you don't have an agenda. You know what I know when someone's really doing what they love to do? I go, hey man, why do you love what you do? You know what they say? I don't know, I just love it. What they're saying is, I don't have any logical reasons of why I'm doing this. Yeah, it made me make me money. Yeah, I'd become famous, whatever. But the true essence of why, the primary reason of why I'm doing this is because I love it.
Don't ever try to convince people to like you. Be you, and then they'll decide.
Wow.
And if they like you, cool. If they don't get you, cool. But be yourself is gonna be your best way. And that's been one of those like flagpole things that I live off of. Like, forget about it. Like, just don't worry about it. Just go up there and be yourself. If that don't work, then that's different.
Right.
But you trying to change, thinking you're gonna fit it so that they are gonna get you, and they're gonna love you because you change your little way. You can do that.
Why are we trying to impress people so much? Why? For what? If we all knew that the only people you ever trick are the only people you don't want to be hanging out with in the first place, I think a lot of things in our world would change. Love yourself is real. The problem is, people don't love themselves because they've decided, because it was put into their brain, that their worth is based on things that are very surface level. We must really work on not allowing outside validation to dictate our lives.
I think probably one of the greatest mindset shifts was not to think of yourself as this kind of monolith that's outside the system. I used to always kind of feel like you never can make it from St. Louis. You know, I'm not the shiny suit dude that's gonna be, so you start to see yourself like, I'm only gonna be able to, knock down these doors. And as you kind of go, you recognize that the world is big. It is truly an audience out there for everyone, and you earn them. You don't get it automatically because you feel you deserve it. You earn it. That's truly one thing that I keep to this day. I'm willing to work for, go grab, go hustle for, and build every little thing that comes my way. I'm not resting on any laurels. I'm not resting on any hubris. You can give me all the accolades of everything you love. That's great. Thank you. Right now, I'm here to do a job today. I earn it. I want to earn it.
I'd rather be a failure and be true to myself, because when I'm being true to myself, I am being free, than to be successful and not be true to myself and then become enslaved to the very thing that made me successful. Today, I'm a speaker, I'm a coach, I'm a pilot, but on my terms. I'm not working as a pilot, I'm not working as a speaker, I'm not working I just do it whenever I want to.
Are you in a place where you are ready to actually shift and execute on why you're here? All of that is foundationally on your own self-awareness of who you are, and most importantly, finally cutting out the cancer of insecurity out of your body on the things that have always been there by shedding light. You're comfortable with losing. You're comfortable, with not succeeding. You don't worry about the judgment anymore. Even though you grew up in an environment where the judgment was overvalued, you start chipping away at that and creating a new version of yourself. And you can, because really you have no choice.
I need you to be comfortable being you. And I mean the authentic you. Because the blessings that are for you, not the fake you, not the you that you're trying to create, the you that's really you. When you are okay being who you are, you'll be amazed at what the universe conspires to make happen for you.
You are an unrepeatable miracle, and there is none like you in all the earth. There will never be another you. Your DNA, your fingerprint, your gait, your presence, your authenticity. Come on, you're special. You're special and you're necessary.
Can I tell you something? You ain't met the real you until you have to use your power. That's the real you. Difficulty doesn't kill who you are. It actually reveals who you are. You are treasure in jars of clay. Clay is not the real you. High you, that's not the real you. Smoking weed, that ain't the real you. Drunk you is not the real you. That anxiety you, that's not the real you. That clay has convinced you that that's who you are. That clay made you think that the shy, scared, jealous, doubting you is actually you. That's not you. That's the clay that you may be in, but that's not you. Underneath that clay, there is a spirit you. There is a supernatural you. There is a treasure on the inside. And if that thing gets kicking, your clay is in trouble.
You've been walking around the knockoff version of yourself. This is not the real you. The real you is breathing down your neck, begging you to manifest.
One of the hardest things I've had to do is confront mediocrity in my own life. I'm challenging you to commit to dismantling whatever it is that has been holding your destiny hostage. Is it self-doubt? Is it the fear of being rejected? Is it self-sabotage? Is it refusing to let go of the past? Don't get so wrapped up in what happened yesterday that you miss out on the opportunities that are waiting for you today. Remember, whenever one door closes, there is another door waiting for you. Don't second guess yourself, and don't be so afraid of failing that you create excuses instead of producing results. After being involved in a physically abusive relationship for 6 years, I had to rewrite my script. I do understand that a lot of times when you go through things, it feels like it's for you, but it really isn't. It's really so that you can help someone else get through that same thing, and you can say to them, listen, I made it through, and so can you. I really thought that I would be the last person to do what I'm doing, just because of what I've overcome, what I thought about myself. I did not like myself. I did not like the way I looked. I did not like the person in the mirror. And so I was the person who was in front of everyone else. And everyone thought I was happy. Everyone thought I had it all together. But I was secretly depressed. I was secretly battling with low self-confidence, and I was so broken. And how many of you know that when you are broken, sometimes you can attract the exact opposite of what you need? In retrospect, I know why I stayed in an unhealthy relationship for 6 years. In my mind, I could not do any better. In my mind, there was no way that anyone else would be attracted to me. So I stayed. But eventually, I came to realize that I was not lucky to have him, but he was lucky to have me. I came to realize that I deserved better. You see, setting higher standards might mean that you have to wait a little longer than you anticipated, but getting what you deserve will be worth the wait. Will you commit to making yourself a priority? Yes, there are a lot of people counting on you. Yes, others need you. But guess who else needs you? You need you. Be confident in your ability to overcome any challenge that comes your way. Why? Because your level of confidence is going to determine what you strive for. If you don't have confidence, what you'll do is you'll see something that you want, but you won't go for it because you'll tell yourself, I'm not cut out for this. I'm not good enough for this. I don't speak well enough for this. I'm not credentialed enough, or I'm not qualified enough. And what you're doing is holding yourself back. I never thought that I would be speaking. I never thought that I would be Dr. Jessica Houston. I never thought that I would be traveling the world. I never thought that I would be an author. But it took me stepping out of my comfort zone. It took me saying to myself, you will not let your daughter take the same route that you took. That's what helped me the most. What I have discovered is that women are very good at pretending to be okay. Many times we suppress what we're dealing with and we cover it all up. Women are natural nurturers. In fact, we often help and support others even when we are facing a challenging situation ourselves. Unlocking your destiny is going to require that you add yourself to your priority list. You need you.
It's time for you to recognize your talents, your gifts, the mark that you want to leave on this earth as you go to places that maybe you've not been before. You see, leaders know the importance of getting uncomfortable. They know that nothing grows in their comfort zone. You are prepared to rise up and be the person that you want to follow. Leaders know how to lead their own ship, their own vessel, in the direction that matters to them. Very few people dream of where they're going. And better yet, get other people to follow in their dream. To get the best out of you and the best out of people you lead, it's essential to realize your burning desire, who you want to become, what you want to achieve, and recognizing that every single thing that you do, every day, you're writing your future. Take a moment to imagine that you can see an image of yourself in the future. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 5 years. It's you being even better than you are today. It's you who's practiced doing what you need to do each and every single day. It's you healthier, stronger, more confident. Look at the person you have become and recognize this is your destiny. Feel what it feels like to have put the work in, to have developed yourself. You are the leader. You are the master of your own life. It's time to rise up and inspire yourself. Be the better version of yourself today. You can be your very best every single day.
You don't get to choose how you start in this life, but you do get to choose what you do. There'll be times you feel incapable of rising to meet the challenges that face you. You'll be tempted to turn your back and run, but running is never the best option. When you're in the middle of a struggle, the only way out is through. Rather than running away from obstacles or trying to figure out some kind of way around them, go right through them. Brace yourself, steady your nerves, put your head down, and tackle whatever you face head on. The storm may jar you a bit, but I promise that you won't buckle and you won't break. Believe in your ability to weather the storm. When you come out on the other side, you'll be better for showing your strength. The fears you face along the way, they'll make you better. Our biggest fears always carry with them the greatest opportunity for personal growth. Our fears and how we face them brings out the best in us. If something doesn't scare us, if something doesn't challenge us, it doesn't change us. In life, we have two choices. We either step forward, expose ourselves to risk and evolve, or we play it safe and we step backwards into the shadows. Remember that the safest path brings the least reward. Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start believing in what could go right. There may be a million reasons you're afraid to follow your dreams, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't go after what your heart desires. Dare to face your fears, dare to take risks, dare to be better.
If you want to live a happy and healthy life, you have to put yourself first when you need it the most, regardless of the consequences that may occur. It's better to lose your job, lose your partner, fail your test, or walk away than it is to forget who you are. The reality is that even though we paint a perfect picture of what our life should look like, it never turns out the way we want it. And that's okay, because it's not trying to avoid the storms that happen in life, but learning how to dance in the rain. And when all odds are against you and everything's a mess, 2 words: self-care. Because at the end of the day, you got to live with the choices you make in life, no one else. It's time we start putting our best interest at the top of our to-do list. Physically, it's the activities you can do that will help you with the stress in your life. Financially, it's the money you're spending or the money you're saving. Spiritually, it's your religion. Not someone else's religion, your religion. Mentally, it's how to control your emotions or even handle regrets. Relationships, like your family, your friends. Time management, what are you wasting your time on? Your future, what's your goals, your plans, and the dreams you have? Your legacy, what are you leaving behind? Sacrifices, what do you know you need to do that you're not doing? And self-control, what are your weaknesses and how can you be better?
You know what? I'm not just a student, you know what I'm saying, that just happened to me in this grade. I'm not just here at this school. I'm here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And you got to tell yourself, man, I feel like I've been pushed down in the dirt. I feel like people have been stumping on me. I feel like stuff has been raining on me. But you didn't realize this, my young friends. You was just a seed. So you got to tell yourself, no. I haven't been pushed down in the dirt and I haven't been stumped on. I've been planted and I've been placed in this pot for a reason. And we are at this arena here to be able to have a conversation to say, what does it look like to go to that next level? And so I need you all to do the same thing. When you leave here, if you feel like you're in a weird place, if you feel stuck, if you feel like, you know what, I just feel like I need some help, you get the help you need. That's how you show how strong and how bold and how powerful you are. What's the next app that you're going to create? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wonder, like, you know what I'm saying, are you going to come up with a cure for Alzheimer's, dementia? Are you going to come up, you know what I'm saying, with something that can purify water for people across the globe? Are you going to create the next app that can connect us? Are you going to be the next teacher or superintendent? Are you going to be the next leader in our community? Like I be wondering sometimes, like, what are the great things that you're going to accomplish? And there are times when I look at what's happening in the world and I'm a bit discouraged. I got a 7-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old baby boy. Sometimes I look at the crazy stuff that's happening in this world and I'm like, man, what kind of world am I raising my kids in? But then I'm encouraged because I get to come to events like this and I get to look in your faces and connect with you. And I have no doubt that there's great things inside you and that you're going to experience some amazing things inside your life if you make a decision to say, I'm going to speak up, I'm going to stand up, I'm going to save a life. If you tell yourself, I will be a leader. If you tell yourself, I'm going to show up every single day at my school and I'm going to go above and beyond, because there are some kids in some different countries, in some different places that wish they had the opportunity to be at my school, to have floors and lights, you know what I'm saying, and screens and technology. I've been some places, my young friends, where I've walked in some schools in some different countries doing some volunteer work, and I'm seeing the facilities they in. I've met some kids that would love to come here and be able to go to a school that has a gym, or be able to go to a school that has AC, or to be able to go to a school that has desks, or to be able to go to school where they get their own books. And then some of y'all tablets and all these extra things. We are so privileged. What do we do with this opportunity that we have? I want to challenge you to make the most of it, to speak life, to love, to encourage, to wrap your arms around those who are struggling, and you let them know, you know what, you're not in this by yourself. What we're not going to do is we're not going to quit. What we're not going to do is we're not going to surrender. What we're not going to do is we're going to just, you know what I'm saying, just stay in this place. We knew that eventually things would change. Like eventually it's going to turn around for my good, and we'll be stronger from it, and we'll be better equipped, and this will make us better people. Now, you can't always control what happens to you, my friends, but you can control how you respond to it.
As the hospital door opened, there she was, my mum, her final moments. My life turned into such a mess. Why couldn't I have seen her one last time? Yet, in the face of all of that adversity, I stand here in front of you today, saying that Adam speaks, I am thriving. Why am I thriving? Because I had a mother. Man, I had a mother. I had a mother to clothe me, feed me, tolerate me, raise me, and now I have a mother in my beautiful grandmother. I have a mother in my beautiful aunties. I have the best friends. I have the best family. Why am I thriving? Because now I compare my situation to the world. The world is in tatters. The world is battered, and yes, some parts of the world still don't know if their Black Lives Matter. The world is in chains, suffering remains. So I thrive to make sure I change this. That Adam speaks, I spark changes. Why am I thriving? Because I found where I belong. Here, speaking to you. Not for money, not for fame, but for me to do what I love and perform and try and change this world. You see, adversity has knocked me down on a number of occasions, but that isn't going to faze me, because I'm going to fight back. I'm going to uppercut and swing from my heart, because I'm telling you now, this is just the start. And I know you guys are thinking, Adam, what's this got to do with us? Well, hear me out. Because saying adversity is my best friend, that wasn't an easy task, but I've learned to have a strong heart. So now, whenever adversity hits me, I ask myself 3 questions. What, why, and who? Whenever adversity hits me, I ask myself, Adam, what do you want to achieve in this world? I want to be the best speaker this world has ever seen. Adam, why do you want to achieve it? I want to be a voice for those that are forced to voice less. I want to be a microphone for the oppressed. Adam, who do you want to achieve this for? Well, that's simple. My mother, the woman who raised me, the one whose legacy I want to spread. I want to do it for those without milk or bread. I want to do it for those who have to watch where they tread, or they'll get a bullet struck at their head. Who do I want to do this for? That's simple. Little me, little Adam speaks. You grew up with nothing. I grew up with nothing. I grew up in the poorest borough of London. I want to do it for my teachers who put up with my mischief. I want to do it for the world, man. I want to show the world that it doesn't matter about the size of your closets. It doesn't matter about the size of your wallet. It doesn't matter if you think the whole world is against you. It doesn't matter about the color of your skin. the language you speak. Because I'm telling you now, all of this is just the start. Who am I doing this for? Most importantly, the one who has given me the chance to breathe, to see, to hear, to speak. The one and only, my God, the Almighty. So now I say to every single one of you here today, I don't know what kind of adversity you're going through. I don't know if you're struggling to make ends meet. I don't know if you're suffering from depression. I don't know if you're struggling with anxiety. I don't know if you harm yourself. I don't know if you're about to commit suicide. I don't know if you're struggling with your exams. I don't know if you've lost a loved one. I don't know if you think the whole world is against you. I don't know the answer. I don't know. I just know there's hope, man. So whenever adversity hits you, ask yourself, what do you want to achieve in this world? Why do you want to achieve it? And who do you want to achieve it for? And once you find your answers, use that as your motivation to overcome. Use that as your climb. Use that as your leap. And I know it's easier said than done. But if you guys want to achieve your dreams, it's got to be done, because time does not wait for anyone. So what are you waiting for? Go out into this world and get what's yours. Adversity is in every walk of life, in every step we take, in every situation we encounter. It is up to us to smile in the face of adversity. It is up to us to be the agents of change. When we see unfair adversity, it is up to you to make adversity your best friend. It is up to us to start putting the word human into humanity. I've been Adam Speaks. I am going to help those who cry. I am going to help those who cannot sleep at night. I am going to help those with eyes full of fright. And if you want to do the same, then maybe we can do more than survive in this world. Maybe we can do more than change this world. Maybe we can all thrive in the face of adversity.